Welcome back to Blake's Craft Beer Podcast. My name is Blake Longfellow, and I'm back here in Troy, Ohio at the Cellar with two I consider friends now. You guys have been on my first ever episode, and you were on somewhere in the middle.
Correct.
Correct. Right when construction was about to begin on this awesome place, I was talking to Heidi. I guess introduce yourself first.
Oh, I'm Heidi Peeples.
I'm David Peeples. We're the owners.
Yes. But like I said, I was talking to Heidi before show about the time I was starting the podcast. You guys just bought this place. Mm-hmm. And
right.
Can you imagine the 2 years that have gone by and everything you have accomplished already? We'll dive into what you've done, but just in general.
It's wild.
It is a little wild. It's a little daunting, but yeah.
Yeah, we've made it's come a long way in just a little over 2 years.
Very much so. I mean, we've doubled our space. We've doubled the amount of product.
Huge bar area.
Brought all the taps back online.
Food.
Added food. Yep.
Yeah.
Patio.
So a lot has happened in 2 years.
I mean, when you first bought it, I'm sure you dreamed of expanding, but did you see it expanding that quickly when you bought it in the first place?
No, I didn't. And it was really the first thing we did was attempt to get the updated liquor license so we could serve. We got the wine one, but the beer we were on hold for. But it didn't, when the extra space became available next to us, it was a do it or lose it.
And we were really on the fence.
Yeah, it was like, because if we didn't do it and he rented it, next thing you know, there's somebody there for you don't know how long. And we don't have that ability. And we wanted the extra space. We wanted to be able to do more with what we had, and instead of having to set tables up for events, we have stuff that is permanently in place, things like that. So, but it was like a week or two before.
Less than a week before we had to make a decision. We found out about the license.
We were getting the beer license, so that changed everything.
Yeah.
So,
the beer license actually came in the mail only 24 hours before we signed our final lease. So the timing of it was just impeccable.
Yeah.
So when you do stuff, so you have to have two leases but because now you have the wall down, it's all considered one now?
Yeah, it's just yes, it's just one price lease. So it's 2 units technically, but it's all one lease.
Because I remember that process of you getting your beer license. Oh, you used to come in every day. You get it yet? You get it yet?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
you weren't the only ones.
Talk about that process of just waiting and hoping and.
I mean, with Ohio, you only have so many licenses available in a town, and it's all based upon population and everything else. So when we applied, we did get lucky. We ended up, there was a wine license available, and it was granted. We got put on the list, and we ended up being first on the list for the next beer license, but it took
2 years.
No, it's a little over a year.
Yeah.
It was a little over a year to get that license. We were actually in the process of trying to make a deal with a license that was not in use but held by somebody else about offering them money to buy it. But then this one showed up out of the blue. I'm not sure exactly where it came from, but it became available and it got issued to us. So, but I mean, the higher liquor license, there's people that have been sitting on that list for 5-6 years waiting for a license to open up. It's just a matter of, can you afford to go get one from out of the county and then get it added in, or are you going to sit and wait?
Take your chances, and yeah.
So,
then after that, what decisions did you put in on this side of how you wanted this side to be compared to your first side?
Well, that was actually a lot of Heidi's vision. She really wanted a wine bar side. We also wanted to feel more like your I don't want to say corner bar, but
like local,
nicer, upscale. So that's why we knew we wanted to go with the wood bar and put the wine over here and the couches and things that we set up.
And yet at the same time, we didn't want it to feel like two separate spaces, so there's not a door between. We opened up the entire wall so that it really truly is one cohesive unit, but it just has a different vibe on one side than it does on the other, even though it's one space.
Right. So that gave us the abilities to expand our offerings, expand the food, expand our wine tasting events. We've added even more beer tastings. I've got some of those coming up soon. We just had one 2 weeks ago, I think it was, with
Yeah.
Wolfridge, and it did real good. And Headhunter, those usually are on Friday nights. We do those.
We've
So those
also
are
been
coming
able
up.
to do some other events. We did an event a couple of weeks ago that was like an art class, and almost like a paint and sip type of thing, but it was this glass art. The lady came in, she brought all of the supplies, and we were able to sit down and make, a piece of artwork out of broken glass, which was really very cool. And what did we have? Maybe 11, 12 people.
Something like that,
Like
yeah.
they came to do it, and so now we have the space for things like that. And then
Hosted birthday parties.
we've had birthday parties here. Just a book club came not too long ago, and they did their book club here, which was kind of neat. So, we have the space and the availability to do some smaller events like that. That's really nice.
Because I remember the event when you had the ribbon cutting, and that was such a neat event. And then talk about putting that all together and how well that went.
That went really well, and I'll be honest, that was all social media and the Chamber. The Chamber of Commerce did all that with the ribbon cutting, and so many of those people came, and a lot of the regular customers and family and friends and everybody was here. Yeah, it was wall to wall. It was a bit.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
We kept looking around. We were like, I can't believe there's so many people here. It was wild.
Yeah, we literally filled the parking lot, which was unheard of.
Yeah.
So.
I'm kidding. That's your next edition. Expend your parking.
Yeah. Right. So.
But that had to make you feel good, though, that people accepted you, not only accepted you, but wanted to be there and support you on that night.
It was.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was
Absolutely.
amazing. It was absolutely amazing to see the turnout of everybody. It was beautiful. So, but then our next biggie, we have a wine tasting tomorrow night.
Those are monthly.
Usually on Wednesdays. But our next big beer event, we have done a collaboration with Warped Wing and created our own beer, signature beer. And we are going to be showcasing it for the first time ever on August 2nd. What time are we starting?
The tapping party is at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
On
Okay.
Saturday, August 2nd. So the beer name, it is a hazy IPA. It is called Gary's Hazy Craze. And I'll let Heidi tell you how that name came about.
So my dad's name was Gary. And without him, none of this could even be possible. And he passed away 3.5 years ago from Alzheimer's. But we always say all the time, he would have loved this place. Like this, he probably would have hung out here a bunch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But so we wanted to, we have honored him in several different ways in this shop. But we wanted to honor him in this way as well. And so we've named our collaboration beer after him.
That's so cool. And I could go on about Warped Wing, but you had a really good brewery reach out for you to do that.
Yeah,
because they know exactly what they're doing.
And David got to be a part of the brewing process at the very beginning, and we posted some pictures. We'll probably have to post them again. We might have to make a little slideshow or something for that date. But he and Tim actually both got to go down and participate in the process of putting the beer together, and it was really very cool.
So it is on Untapped now. The description for it is Gary's Hazy Craze IPA is a tropical trip in a glass, bursting with juicy notes of orange, papaya, and passion fruit. This Citra and Cellar hopped hazy delivers a creamy, fruit-forward finish.
That sounds really good. Can't wait to try it. So talk to me about that day when, how it all began. Did they approach you, or did you approach them?
Actually, I was at another place, and they had a house beer from a different place, and they were really just renaming a beer from that brewery as their house beer. But I kind of wanted to go one step further and make something that was in Warped Wing's style and things, but was something they hadn't done. That Heidi and I at the store had a little bit of a hand in saying, well, I really like grapefruit or this or that, and then excuse me, we do really good with hazies in here, and I wanted to be a hazy, and I knew kind of where I wanted to go, and I ended up talking with Jordan at Warped Wing, and we were down there, and I was talking with John. And then Nick came around and was like, what are you guys talking about? And he's like, well, he's interested in maybe doing a collab. And he's like, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And that was at...
it was at one of their events.
I think that was at the... it was either the 10th... No, I was Rebellion.
Okay.
Yeah, when we were at Whiskey Rebellion last year.
Yeah, when we first started talking about it.
And then we got together earlier this year and made the details and got on their schedule to do it and went down to the pilot plant and made it.
Because this is not the first time they've asked you, because you also had a Whiskey Rebellion special beer.
Yes, that one was for specific retailers that they wanted. That was the Irish Cream Whiskey Rebellion.
Which was, outside of the peanut butter one, was my second favorite of them all.
It went over very well. Yeah.
Yep.
I'd tell you, if you could ever have that for St. Patty's weekend, that would be golden.
Yeah.
Because it fits right in there.
We'll have to touch base with them on it again this year.
Yes.
So,
but no, with the Irish thing though, like I said, St. Patty's would be perfect for that beer.
It actually made it through St. Patty's this year because we still had it.
Because we still had some left, yeah.
'Cause I got a half barrel. It was only half barrel.
Have we talked to them about whether or not they're going to bring it back?
Don't know if they're going to do. Typically always do a set of variants, and the variants stay in house.
Yeah.
So, don't know if that was a special thing they did last year. I don't know if they're doing it this year or not. So, guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Because you usually don't know until they release stuff and tell you, hey.
Yeah.
Talking about when you bring beers into your place, though, is there certain beers you bring in? It's like they sell like this, and there's others like I hope we get through everything I just ordered.
Yes, absolutely. Trillium usually goes out the door just like crazy. Hoof Hearted's another one that'll fly out. Different special beers, you'll get them and they're just gone. And sometimes there's ones you get them and your allocation was one case and it's gone and you can't get any more. Mm-hmm. So that Hop Slam, the regular one, I got like 3 or 4 cases and just couldn't get any more. Everybody's hunting for it. We've got the new Tropical Hop Slam now. It's not being a brand new one. It's not catching as fast. But
to be honest, I didn't even know about it until I was in your store. So Bell's did not do a good job of saying, "Hey, we got a new Hop Slam."
Well, it's out there now. Yeah. So we've got plenty in stock.
Because around Christmas, Hop Slam's coming out and stuff like that. But just as a beer drinker, I didn't even know about it until I was with you. So
gotcha.
Well, and then there's other beers and wines, that they're staples. As long as we can get them, we're always going to carry them because they are something that, they are things that people are always looking for. Mm-hmm. But anytime something brand new comes in the door, you're always taking a chance. Mm-hmm. You take the chance that, is this going to fly? It's going to fly off the shelves, or is it going to sit here for a little while? But for the most part, I think we've done a pretty good job of selecting things that we know what our customers are looking for and what they're going to, traditionally what they've bought in the past and what people like, that we make sure that we have stuff that they want.
Because one thing I do try to help you guys with is if I see something that I haven't seen in your store, I'll send it to you right away.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that much. So, because it's difficult.
Especially when the Bottle Logic that came through, I was like, I haven't heard of it, but I see the Cincinnati beer groups are going crazy about it. I was like, hey,
we got it in. So, but and especially it's difficult to carry everything. You only have so much space, and so some places will go one direction when I went this direction, or vice versa. So
I think you do a really good job on variety. That's because some places you go to, they're strong on one thing, not strong on the other. Where you guys, it seems like you guys have a very happy medium.
Yeah,
I try to
do that
and keep across the board, and between beer, wine, non-alcoholic, seltzers, THC, ciders,
all of it. Yeah. Well, and then also, we have times when customers have come in and said, I found this somewhere else. I was on vacation or, somewhere else. And is it something that you can get? And, distribution is an odd thing. So sometimes it's just not even available in the state. They got it on vacation somewhere, but we can't even get it in Ohio. Sometimes it's something we can get. And when we have customers ask for something unique or different that they were able to get somewhere, we try to accommodate that and see if we can bring some in for them. So, if there's people out there who are looking for something specific, we're always more than happy to at least look for it.
Absolutely.
Because I remember, because I just came back from Asheville a couple weeks. It was part of I did like 6 different states in 4 days. That's probably why I'm still coughing a little bit, because I'm still recovering for what I did. But I was at Burial, and I saw a map I thought it was distribution, but it's the map where they would send it to your door. I was about to call you up and, hey, they're distributing in Ohio, get Burial.
But they can ship.
But they can ship, but they can't distribute. And it's, there's liquor laws are very strange in every state.
Yes.
In
I'm
every
telling
state.
you, Burial would sell here. Burial is very popular in the craft beer world. They're just like Other Half and Trillium.
Okay.
Do you get Other Half?
Yeah,
Okay,
We've
okay.
got other half and stuff.
Okay.
I
I'm
just
just
got
thinking of brands.
another one in today.
And there's a reason why they sell, because they're really good at what they do.
Right.
Which you didn't think you could get more hazies in to choose from, but they keep just popping up.
They do. That is true. Yep. That's like different other companies, like Street Side, they're just really on New England's. So in their West Coast and stuff that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing that literally there are thousands and thousands of different kinds of craft beers out there.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, they're all over.
So going into wine a little bit though, what's the biggest thing you've enjoyed so far with? What's some takeaways you've taken since doing like the wine tastings and stuff like that?
So, when we had just the one side, we started getting really crowded with our wine tastings, and having this new open space and extra tables, and we have couches and, more bar space and things like that. It's really been awesome the last few wine tastings that we've had plenty of people, and yet we don't feel like we're running into each other and things like that. So, and then also just in general being able to expand our selection, just like we were able to expand, the beers and ciders and things. We also were able to expand the amount of cold stuff that we have. We have a section of like really higher end stuff. And then we have a temperature controlled area where we can carry some really high end things in a temperature controlled environment. And so being able to do a lot of that we weren't able to do before because we were so limited on space is really been awesome. And then also because of our licensures changing and being able to have that beer license, wine license, literally anything we sell in our store can be drank in our store. So if we don't have it on tap, but you find it in the fridge, you can just bring it up and you can still drink it here. If you find it and it's not cold, we have chillers that will chill a bottle of wine in 5 minutes. So we can, anything that we have here, if it's not already servable, we can make it servable. We can chill it or what have you, and you can drink it in the store. And so then being able to add the extra food and things like that has really made for a nice environment for people to just kind of come in and have a glass of wine or two and a snack or a meal and then go. And so that's been probably my favorite thing about the expansion.
What's the biggest thing that surprised you with selling wine, and what's the biggest thing you've learned?
There is a wine for everyone. If for people who like wine, I know there's some people who don't care for wine, but for those who do, there is a wine for everyone. When you look around, there's so many different kinds, and also, we try to make sure we try anything brand new we bring in. We try it before we, have it here in the store. However, we also know that everyone has different tastes, and so what one person may really love, somebody else might not, and vice versa. And so there's a wine for everyone. And people can come in and say, well, this is, kind of what I'm looking for. Or this is what I like. I like it a little sweeter. I like it really, really dry. I like reds. I like whites. I like blushes, whatever. and we can find something for everybody.
We've got a section of sweet wines. We've got Moscatos and different fruit wines and ports and meads, even soju and things like that over there, and sake. So there's a little bit of everything over there.
Which my mom's been opening a little more bottles of wine, so I've been dabbling with it. It's never going to be a podcast on it, but I've noticed that there are some more. The older I got, some more wines I'm starting to really willing to appreciate more than also, there's one time she and I drank a couple bottles and I went to bed fine. The next morning I wasn't. So it just.
Yeah, you got to pace yourself if you're not a wine drinker now.
Well, look at some of the beers I've had. So but it's still crazy.
Oh yeah.
So have you ever wanted to? I'm gonna. This is probably a future plans. Have you ever thought about bringing anything else harder in here?
I have thought about it. And I don't know that I really want to go down that route, to be honest. I may apply and get in line, and then if it comes, it comes. But at this present point in time, we are a beer and wine bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
and we've had some cocktails. If it's made with a lower proof alcohol, we can serve some cocktails. And so a couple of times we've had like a cocktail of the week, and we've made something different, and it's gone over decently, but it's just not, it's hard to do a lot of that without being able to sell your higher proof alcohols. And then also, we're not 100% sure we really want to go down the road of being, that type. Not that there's something wrong with it, but that's just not where our interests lie.
If we did get that license, it would be a very select bourbons, tequilas. I wouldn't carry everything. I would not sell tequila shots. I wouldn't be selling Fireball shots and things like that. It would be more of a
tasting type thing, yeah.
Yeah, well, I make.
But that type of stuff could work. I mean, I'm not asking you to turn into. I'm not go down that rabbit hole here on the show. But like the dive bar type thing.
Yeah,
I'm saying like classy, like bourbon.
And so that's why we've kind of
toyed with the idea.
But right now are pretty content staying where we're at. So.
And like I said, I'm not throwing anyone in there. No. Every bar has its place.
That's right.
We are slowly figuring our place out, and we've got weekly events. We've got ladies' night on Tuesdays with $1 off by the glass pours and discounts on appetizers. Thursday night's trivia night. That's always a good night.
Which I've been bad. I haven't, but I'm trying. I'm trying to make it there. Just.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun on Thursdays. We it's free to play. And we always have some prizes and whatnot for the winning team. But it's just a good time.
It lasts a couple hours, and there's a winning team, and just come in, have some fun, and go from there. So, and as we're going into football season, we're closed on Sundays, but Saturdays definitely guarantee that football will be on, and we will make sure that the volume of the game is actually on, and it's not just music. I know a lot of people don't like that in bars. They want to be able to hear the game. I'm fine with that.
Because I was about to say, the Buckeyes have a lot of noon games, so I think you should be fine with that.
Oh yeah, yep, they'll all be on. They had a big screen at the bar and another one at the other bar. So,
are you good? We'll dive into the food, I guess now. When you brought in food, what was the idea of it?
It was more appetizers, bar food, hot food. It's kind of a work in progress. So we add things here and there. We've tried different things. We've got a pizza. We've got Southern style chicken chunks with all kinds of different flavors you can use. We've got pierogies, they're cheese pierogies. We've got these, what are they called?
They're called momos, but they're like a pot sticker.
They're a vegetarian pot sticker. They're a little spicy. They're good. We also have another new one that I added recently is these queso bites. Pepper jack cheese and peppers, and those go over really, really good.
Yes.
Then you've got nachos and things like that.
Yeah, we've got nachos. Well, we also have like a little mini cheese cracker plate, stuff like that. And then most recently, for those who are familiar with this area locally, the Anticoli family, who used to own, the family had the Anticoli's Italian restaurant in Dayton, and then part of the family also owned La Piazza that was here in Troy for a long, long time. Their house dressing has been a very, very popular thing, and it's been sold a couple of different places over the years, but now we are the only place in Troy where you can get it.
All the time. I mean, there is a pop-up and things
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that,
he
but-
has a website and he does some other things here and there, but we have it in stock all the time here as well. And we also use it, we can sell it, but then we also use it as a dipping sauce for some of our food. So that's gone over really well as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So where do you see the food evolving, or are you happy with how you're...
It'll continue to evolve as the busier we get, things like that. We've talked about other options in the back and things like that.
There's a balance, you know, you have to use it enough to justify having a lot of stuff
And staff.
and the staff to be able to prepare it. And so there's that balance. So where we're at right now, I feel like is really good. But if we continue to grow the way we have been, which we're really hoping we do, then we can justify having more stuff. We can justify having more staff for the kitchen and things like that. So
Dart leagues are coming up soon, and
Yeah.
we've got dart boards and all that kind of stuff too.
So it is still. I mean, this is still a baby business to us. You know, it's evolving over time, and we will see. I'm excited to see where it's going to go in the next 2 years.
I absolutely am too.
So what's some big events coming up for you?
So coming up events, obviously we talked about the tapping of the new beer on August 2nd at 1 o'clock. We've got our monthly wine events. Those are on our website, but I do also have, so August 15th, Friday night, 5 o'clock, Street Side will be here doing a free beer tasting. That's already booked. The wine tasting for August is the 20th. I think what else I've got currently scheduled at the moment. I think that's mainly what I've got scheduled other than the wine tastings. So but, more beer tastings and stuff will come along as we go.
So it's probably too early. I know you're starting to bring your Oktoberfest in. Do you know? Well, we can come back to a later date if we want to cover it. Do you have anything on Black Friday yet?
I have nothing on Black Friday yet. They have not talked to me about that.
Okay. I know we're still a little bit away.
Yeah, we're still a little bit away.
I can tell you with Oktoberfest,
That should be another event you guys could do sometime down.
yeah.
Just have your own Oktoberfest here.
So, not Great Lakes. Masthead's Oktoberfest is in and on tap. This week coming in, North High's Oktoberfest will be here. We've got pumpkin ales, and I always, Schlafly, I always pronounce them wrong. And their Oktoberfest coming in. Their Saunders Oktoberfest will be here. Bunch of Ellicottvilles. Their pumpkin latte, Oktoberfest. Their Snoof Stout, the stout done with Iron Smoke Brewery is coming in. Trying to think of what else was Oktoberfest that's coming in.
Yeah. It's
But,
wild.
there's-
It's the end of July, and we're getting but that's the way it is.
Oktoberfest is fine, but it's the pumpkin that raised my eyebrows a little bit.
Yep, the pumpkin stuff's starting already.
Yeah.
So, before you know it, the Christmas stuff will be here already.
Yep. I was like,
It's wild how early that stuff
Well, I
starts.
know that Wine and Steffen's Fest beer is out, so I'll have that at the end of the week. And Erdinger's Oktoberfest, so that'll be here on Friday as well. So the Oktoberfests are coming.
hey, it's good. After probably the end of this week, we're probably going to be ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
How where the heat's about to go. So.
So
Any other big things that people should know?
I can't think of anything right now other than
Just-
Black Friday will be opening at 10 o'clock, and it'll all be out. So
Yeah, anytime we have anything new comes up, because sometimes stuff will come up and we don't know about it too far in advance or what have you, but we always post everything is on our Facebook page, Instagram, or our website.
I know that I will have Demogorgon again this year. I've already been told that. And I know that I will have Goose Island. I just don't know what from Goose Island. I haven't been told anything like that. So, but as soon as we do, we'll be posting what we've got, how much we got, and we'll do our normal thing. We'll probably open the doors at 9:30 and start selling at 10.
And outside of buying stuff from you guys, what's our biggest way to support you guys?
Even besides obviously coming in, if you're on social media, liking things that we post, sharing posts, if there's an event, even if you don't think you can come, share it on your own page. Word of mouth is huge. It's amazing that this business has been here, and sometimes we still have people that come in and say, "Oh my gosh, I did not know you were here," and that's despite additional new signage, lots of publication and social media and all the things, and it's just, that's just kind of normal, but it's wild. So anything that anybody can do to help would be to just word of mouth and sharing our posts and our events with the friends that they have.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys have built something pretty special here, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me and sharing all the exciting things that are happening here. And you guys are always welcome back anytime.
I appreciate
thank you
you
very
having us,
much.
Blake, very much.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming in.
So, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.